If you look at your story in hindsight, right, where I became a really big fan was this whole outcast, not saying no, pushing through and building this rebel faction, right? Building this whole anti-establishment establishment. And it's dope from like a punk rock point of view to go back and look at that. But like while that was happening, while you were, trying to do it and kind of getting shit on, even just for being no gi, maybe getting shit after you won the fight in Abu Dhabi. Like, we all see what you've made from that, but like, was it hard? Like, was there a part of you that was just like, dude, I fucking love jiu-jitsu. Why is everyone so mad? Or why are people coming after me? Or did you kind of always have this just kind of like, fuck you, artist mentality?
I thought I was shocked that the jiu-jitsu community wasn't behind what I was trying to do. Because all I was trying to do from day one with 10th Planet was to improve jiu-jitsu in MMA. Right. And if you're going to improve jiu-jitsu in MMA, you can't be training in the gi. You can't be getting used to collar grips and sleeve grips and all your moves and all your transitions and all your setups. If they rely on some kind of holding of the pants and the collar and the sleeve, that's not going to translate in MMA. That's all I was saying. So I was never trying to build IBJJF champions. That was that part of jiu-jitsu didn't need to be fixed at all. They got that shit down. The gi game, they got it down. I don't need to evolve any of that. But the UFC, MMA jiu-jitsu, I felt needed like a lot of work. So 10th Planet was a special operation to fix or to improve jiu-jitsu in MMA. In the beginning, there didn't need to be that many improvements because no one knew how to fight on the ground. So even with all the gi habits and all your reliance on the gi, it didn't matter if you took a guy to the ground and he didn't know jiu-jitsu. That shit wasn't going to come up. It didn't really matter. He's going to give his back. You're going to pass his guard easy. You're going to choke him out. But now when you go against a guy that knows the system and knows jiu-jitsu, now those grips do matter. That's all I've been saying. And you know what? That from day one, that's all I've been saying. And there was a gigantic resistance against it. Until, little by little, first Marcelo Garcia was the first to come out and say, when I train in the gi, I try to use no gi grips because, when I go no gi, I don't want my game to change that much. So I was like,
I heard Leo Vieira say the same thing.
Yeah. And then when Roger Gracie came out and said, publicly, he said, when he started doing MMA, he said 80% of BJJ is useless in MMA. Oh. And then I'm like, okay, that's your boy saying that. That's what I'm saying the whole time. Now your boy says it. Now what? Now what? Where's my redemption at? And then Hickson. Now it gets even worse. Hickson says he didn't say 80% is useless. He said 70% of JJ doesn't work in real fights. And so that's all I've been saying